What's happening? John from Long Island Punk Band Wrecked. It's Sunday night, doing a little bit of work, so I figured I'd take a break and make another video. Over the past month or so, I've gotten some new stuff in. I finally got a chance to listen to it, so I figured I'd put them up and let you know what I think about them. As far as our band goes, September 11th is still the date for the next show, so hopefully we have some new stuff to play, maybe some new originals, maybe some new covers, so we'll see. So anyway, here's what I got. The first one here, 1991, Morbid Angel, Blessed of the Sick. And here's the rear of it, the pentagram with the inverted cross, always good. This is their second album. The first one was Altars of Madness, and it was really good, but this took them to a new level. I mean, the songwriting was better, it was faster, the production was better, and it was raw. Nobody did this, in my opinion. Of the bands that were around at that time in the death metal genre, Obituary did more of a doomy Celtic Frost type of sound. Death did more of a progressive thing. Deicide was just Slayer on methamphetamine, in my opinion. This stuff was new, it was groundbreaking. The album after this is Covenant, and that's my favorite Morbid Angel album. It had a little bit more diversity in it, but this one is a solid record. 1991, like I said, I had it on CD back in the day. I got it on red vinyl. There's really not much to say about it. It had groundbreaking music on it. Pete Sandoval did the drums on this, and he, in my opinion, he took over where Dave Lombardo left off for extreme drumming. And after that, I mean, I could say of the last 20 years, Tim Young, and Eloy Casagrande from Sepultura. He's a beast too. I watched the videos of him, and ridiculous. But Morbid Angel, I've seen them 3 times. I saw them on the Covenant tour, the Domination tour. I think a Covenant tour I saw them twice, and then Domination once. But they were a phenomenal band. They broke up after Domination. David Vincent left, and then they had another guy, Steve Tucker, and he was good, but he wasn't the same. And then they got back together, and it's just the most recent stuff isn't great, and I just avoid it. But this is where it's at. This Covenant, Domination, and even the first one, Altars of Madness, can't go wrong. But this is a great record. I strongly suggest anybody pick it up. Number 2 is this abomination of an album, Misfits Evil Live. I think this was in 1981. It was recorded in 81. It might have came out in 82. But this, if you're a Misfits fan, you know they're not a very good band. And I say that with the most love that I can possibly have. They were not a good live band. I saw them with Michael Graves in 1995, and they were brutal. Any live recording of them is brutal, but you're listening to it because it's an experience. You have Jerry Only, threatening the crowd, Danzig, with his shtick, and it's loud, it's powerful, it's disjointed though. None of it's good. It's always out of tune. Maybe they're not even be playing wrong songs. I don't know. But this is a German pressing I got. This came out, I think 82 or 83, this particular one. And I also have Caroline Records putting out in 89. I have that one too. But you can't get the originals. I mean, you can. There was a guy I used to know had all the original Misfits vinyl on the Plan 9 records, and that stuff goes for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars now. It's ridiculous. Matter of fact, the Evil Live was actually released on 7-inch. It was the original release. And it had this album cover, and then one of just Danzig, one of just Jerry Only, and one of Doyle. And I mean, again, you know, when you listen to live Misfits, you're not getting a great recording, you're not getting a great band. It's brutal. It's the way punk should be played, and I love it. And I love the Misfits. So there's subsequent releases. This had a couple more songs on it, but this here has I can't go wrong. 20 Eyes, Night of the Living Dead, Astro Zombies, Horror Business, London Dungeon, All Hell Breaks Loose, and We All Win 38, which features Henry Rollins on there singing. Again, it's a dumpster fire, but yeah, whatever. It's the Misfits, and I love them. I love Danzig, and I always will. All right. Okay, the next. This is some new artist I've never heard of that I got into because of Sirius, Steven's Underground Garage, Channel 21, on Wicked Cool Records, and this is 2 of these I got. It's Chris Rogers and the Dirty Gems. This particular one is a cover, Lido Shuffle, Boz Scaggs, wrote that one. This is a great version of it. He rips it up, and this is Every Little Crack, which is another great song. And I got into this guy because of Little Steven's Underground Garage. I didn't know who he was. From what I understand, he played keyboards in a band, the New Trocaderos, which is another garagey indie band, which they're pretty good. Jeff Palmer's in that. Kurt Baker's in that. So it's pretty good. I mean, you can really get down the rabbit hole with this. What I like about Wicked Cool Records, they always put cool vinyl. You know, this is that one. And again, it's indie rock, it's punk inspired stuff, which again is stuff that I love. I'd never heard of this guy until I heard him on Sirius. And if you like garagey indie pop rock, check it out because it's fucking cool. Here's the other one on clear vinyl. He's got a great voice. Again, it's not complex music, just good old rock and roll. Which, again, that's the kind of stuff I like to listen to, for the most part. If I'm not listening to, you know, Sabbath, you know, or you know, whatever, I'm listening to just good garage rock. All right, here's one which is a little bit of a weird one. This is Camila Cabello, Romance. This is her second record. I heard her. I must have seen her on Jimmy Fallon or something when her last album came out. She's got a great voice. And again, I get maybe a soprano, I guess. She does this weird like falsetto thing, which gets you. Like I said, like when I listen to, you know, singers like Lana Del Rey, or I'm always into people who have heart and soul, and she does. Camila Cabello. I had to do a little bit of research on her because I wasn't too sure who the hell she was. Cuban artist, at least born in Cuba. She was on the TV show The X Factor. She won it with a band called Fifth Harmony. I don't know. I'm 44 years old, going to be 45. This is out of my demographic, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, she starts singing, you know, like, wow, you know, you really feel it. I do. And the songwriting is pretty smart too. The songwriting is pretty good. It's some of it's a little Latin tinge, which you'd expect from Camila Cabello. But it's pop. It's good, you know. Again, I'm pretty good with any genre of music. You know, I have an open mind, but there's certain genres I can't get into. And the next record is one of those. All right, this is Buffy the Vampire Slayer soundtrack. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, and they did a musical episode where everyone sang, and that I bought this because you know I needed another record to get free shipping from Mondo Records. That's what this is on, and I didn't know what I was buying. I won't listen to this ever again. I doubt it. I love Sarah Michelle Gellar though. I mean, so she's in it, and they do a great job of packing this stuff. They give you this thing, this like the playbill from Broadway, sleigh bill. You know, pretty cool. You know, all the lyrics and all the people who are singing. But again, this is show tune stuff. I don't get it. I never will. Like I said, there's a couple of genres I can't get into. Show tunes is definitely one of them. Jazz is another one. R&B, hip hop, that kind of stuff's not here. The only hip hop I could, you know, was the white trash, Cypress Hill, House of Pain stuff from the 90s. That's about all I got for hip hop, you know, if you want to even call that hip hop. But this is brutal. I mean, but again, it's, you know, more of the again, I have it. I'll play it once, maybe twice, and put it in the rack and then forget about it. But I loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I thought it was a great show. But this is trash. So this is actually why I bought that one. This is also Mondo Records. This is soundtrack to Josie and the Pussycats. This album, I mean, it might sound stupid, but this album is phenomenal. They had a lot of different songwriters on it. It had a guy from the Counting Crows, Adam, what's his name, Duritz. Guy from Fountains of Wayne, rest in peace, Adam Schlesinger. Kay Hanley from Letters to Cleo actually does the vocals on this, and she's great. This stuff is, you know, very, very sweet, produced power pop. You want to call it pop punk. Very cool though. I mean, this movie, if you remember, this was 2001. If you ever seen this flick, it was a decent enough flick, you know. I guess they'd gotten over on the remake of Scooby-Doo, so they would remake Josie and the Pussycats, and it was, Rosario Dawson, Rachel Lee Cook, and Tara Reid before she went haywire. But yeah, good enough movie to watch. I mean, it's, entertaining. But the songs are really good, And Kay Hanley from Letters to Cleo, like I said, does the vocals on it. And I was a big fan of Letters to Cleo. They had that one album, Aurora Borealis, which I thought was good. It was like alternative rock, I guess you'd call it. Came out like 93, 94, somewhere around there. I liked it. And actually, she did vocals on a Dropkick Murphys song, The Dirty Glass. The first version of that, which was on a split with Face to Face. Came out in the early 2000s, and she did the vocals of the female part. And then when Blackout came out in 2003, they re-recorded it with Stephanie Doherty, who did a good job too. But the Kay Hanley version was one of my favorites, and like I said, she does all the vocals on this record, and it's good. It's it's can be cheesy, like I said, but it's cool. And Mondo Records does a good job. I like this purple splatter vinyl, which is very cool. So again, it's this kind of stuff that I like to listen to, and I was pleasantly surprised because I remember liking the songs in the film, and I was happy when I got this and remembered how good these songs actually were. Again, Mondo Records is a good label. I got the free shipping when I bought that Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which again, maybe it'll be worth something. I'll sell it. But I really wanted was the Salem's Lot soundtrack on Mondo, which you can't get. You can get it. I saw it up on eBay for I think it went for like $60, which is way too much money for something I'm never going to listen to, But this I will listen to. And again, it was a, good enough movie. I remember watching the cartoon. I don't remember it well, but I remember that it used to play right after Scooby-Doo, and it had like the same characters almost. Like I remember Shaggy was in that with sunglasses, and Josie and the Pussycats. I remember Fred was in it too as one of the managers. I don't even know. I have very vague, very vague memories of it. But I do remember watching it after school, and it looked like Archie, like Betty and Veronica. I think they looked like they were in it too. I don't know why, but those were great. Those all cartoons, and I always will love them. But again, Josie and the Pussycats, great album. Who else is on this? I made a couple of notes. This is professional. Yeah, like I said, Kay Hanley. Oh, Anna Waronker from That Dog. She appears on it also, songwriting. And again, it was just like when they put some effort into making these songs, and it really did fit with the movie and how the movie played out. Really good. So that's really it. I think that's all the vinyl I have. Like I said, I'm going to have a couple more things on the way, so maybe another month or so I'll put another video up of new vinyl, but I'll try to get back to next week another video of some older vinyl. There's a couple ideas I want to put up there if you like watching it, and I appreciate anybody who does watch it. And again, September 11th, come check out our band, Bartini and Babylon, and I'll get the details up a little bit, when they come in, so you'll be able to check us out, and hopefully with all the coronavirus, they keep this gig. All right, have a good night. Thank you for watching.